it becomes very easy to slip into a belief that who you are is the solid physical mass of your body. And what is inside of your skin is you, and what is outside of your skin is the universe. But that gets really confusing when you start to realize how in flux the body is. We are constantly losing dead cells and creating new cells. We have an influx of food and excretion. We are sweating. And what about breath? When does that breath become us? When does that oxygen molecule suddenly go from being the universe to being part of our bloodstream and now therefore us? Or is it more like an umbilical cord that connects us to a part of ourselves that we require to live? You could live without a foot, you could live without your eyes, but you cannot live without the air around you. It is critical for your survival, and yet we do not typically consider it a part of who we are. Just because it isn't a solid part of our body doesn't mean it's not a part of who you are. Alan Watts said that who we are is actually much more like a whirlpool than an actual physical object. That if you go to a river every day to the same spot, you will see an area that looks the same. But in reality, it is simply a pattern. That there is different water flowing through it constantly. But what we identify is the pattern, and we too are a pattern like that. And just like you can't put a bucket and grab the whirlpool, you can't put a bag around us and separate us from the universe. And if you start to think in those terms, that I am not defined by the border of my skin, I am actually defined by this flow, then how can it stop just at that air? Because that air cannot exist without the presence of flora. And suddenly you realize the entire biosphere of the earth is all interconnected, and anywhere that I draw the line around who I am is arbitrary. And if you can fall into that awareness, that who you are is intimately connected to the entire world and therefore the universe, it can shift the way you make decisions. How can you pollute a river when you know that it is connected to you? It'd be like stabbing yourself in the leg. It's a form of self-harm. It's like mental illness to pollute when you are aware of your connection to all things. So breath, it expands who you are beyond the limitations of your physical body. It connects you to the universe, and it connects you to this present moment. Now I know why everyone keeps saying, focus on your breath, focus on your breath. Thank you. I love you.